What has been your most favourite experience with someone in the office?
Always you, Lance, and Jeff.
I know. What do you see in the future of footwear?
I just see that we are making shoes that look fantastic. They're the perfect fit, the Cinderella fit every time.
Do you see any new technologies coming in that is going to help the footwear industry? So tell us your favourite footwear brand and why, Matilda. It sounds like she's saying Mia Vita.
Yeah, I just bloody love Mia Vita. It's great. That's how she describes the culture.
One of the flaws in our company is the lack of men's footwear. Are there any men's footwear coming?
That one's a tricky question.
Welcome to the Comfort Walk and Talk, where every step towards comfort is a step towards a healthier you.
We're your hosts,
Jeff,
Allanah.
And Ben.
together, let's transform our lives from the ground up.
All right, so we're still here at the Mia Vita Vita Soul launch event. Absolutely cracking event, if I may say so myself.
It was.
And now we're doing a couple of questions with a few of our staff. Just the people with their feet on the ground. I did absolutely mean that pun there. So that's their feet on the ground in the company. See what they think of the shoe. See what they, their thoughts and opinions on everything that we do. I'm not just a pretty face. I still do work at this company, so I'm going first. And we got Lani, our host, here.
Yes. All right. So tell us who you are and what you do.
Well, my name's Ben. I am the host of the Comfort Walk and Talk as well. But besides that, I'm kind of a marketing all-rounder, so to speak. I do a lot of the copywriting and kind of ideas for our campaigns and all of that jazz, really.
Yeah. Okay. So first question.
First question.
How do you keep up with footwear marketing trends?
Oh, it's a toughie, that one. So I follow a lot of kind of your trends in general. A lot of help from your newsletters and things like that. And just it's all a matter of what we can kind of implement into footwear. So not necessarily your footwear trends, but just your trends in general. And it takes a bit of thinking. That's why I get the big bucks, is what we can turn into our own stuff.
What's been your favourite campaign that you've done with the Comfort Co and Global Foot Care?
Oh, well, right now actually, I'm having a lot of fun. We're currently doing September. So that's to do 10,000 steps every day during the month of September. This is something that I've wanted to do for a while, because with Vitasol, how are you getting your next 10,000 steps? It's something we should be doing anyway. So I'm really setting in those good habits, but it's for a good cause as well. So it's to support the Cerebral Palsy Alliance. We're raising a lot of money for that, and every pair of Vitasols sold during this month will get 20% will be donated to the Cerebral Palsy Alliance as well. And so I just love that sort of thing, that your charity work and really just getting out on the track and having a walk, because what's not to like.
Love it. And last question. How would you describe our company culture to somebody who's just started with us?
It's it is a smidge toxic to say like a family, but this one is quite literally a family. It's all run by the old the Coombridges family, but they're it's lovely. It is. When you get in, everyone's really supportive. Everyone's really nice. If you ever need anything or you want to grow as a person, it's the place to do it. So, we always try to do those fun things kind of outside of work as well. I'll kind of pick up the intensity there to make sure that we organise a few more of those. I don't know if you can tell, I quite like a beveragino, so I've been out a little bit to raise some kids, but I'll be back with a vengeance to really get that drinking culture back.
We're raising the third generation of Global Foot Care employees.
There you go.
All right, we have our next person. Do you want to introduce yourself and what do you do?
My name is Taya. I'm a purchasing officer. Work in operations as well. I've been with the company for nearly 7 years.
Taya, what is your favourite footwear brand and why?
I'm going to have to say Mia Vita. They're fashionable and comfortable at the same time.
And is that what you're wearing now?
Yes, I'm wearing the Mia Vita Blairs.
They look really good on you. So we've just recently opened some Comfort Co stores. Is that exciting? And what have you contributed to the opening?
Absolutely exciting. Usually very into the wholesale channel, so moving into retail.
It's a bit different, hey, moving stock to the stores and
yeah.
trying to plan out what's going to sell because it's just different per store, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, I found that what sells in Melbourne doesn't sell in Sydney.
Oh, absolutely. The
Yeah.
weather conditions and everything play a major factor in
Yeah.
what we're stocking. What we're stocking at one store is completely different to the other.
Last question, Taya. How long have you been with the company and how long do you intend to stay with the company? And that's a very pointed question because it needs to be a long time.
I've been there for 6.5, I believe, and I don't have any intentions of leaving.
So we have our next guest. Why don't you introduce yourself and what you do with our company?
I am Pam and I work for the finance department.
Okay, and how long have you been with Global Foot Care?
It's nearly 3 years. I'm going to be 3 years in November.
Okay, great. And where are you from?
I am from Bhutan. It's a small country in South Asia.
Okay, great. What drew you to our company? Why did you apply for the role with us?
I did my master's in accounting and then I found a job opportunity in accounting. So, and then also the company works for providing comfort for the customers. So it made me like more interested because it's a win-win game for both the company and for the customer, like, you know, providing comfort.
It's great. What have you learnt about footwear since you've started working for the company?
Before I started working for Global Foot Care, I didn't know anything about comfort. I just went for like whichever shoes look good. But then when I joined Global Foot Care, then I came to know about what having a comfort shoes can make a difference in your life. So yeah, it really made a difference.
Okay, great. And do you have any ideas for future product ranges?
Because I work in the finance department, I don't really have the idea. But then I am sure like Global Foot Care is going to take over for the medical side of like comfort. Like, you know,
Yeah.
we're gonna take over.
Okay, great. Thank you, Pam. All right, we have our next guest. So why don't you introduce yourself and what you do?
Hello, my name is Jennifer and I am the finance team leader at Global Foot Care. Yeah, finance is fun.
She does make it fun. And how long have you been with us for?
Just over a year. So I recently immigrated from South Africa and then I came and started working at Global Foot Care Australia.
Who is your favourite person at the company?
Oh my gosh. Woo, that's a hard one. Penny, does she count?
That is my daughter and she's 20 months old and I guess that's a correct answer. So, no, she doesn't count.
Oh, you, Lani.
Okay, that counts. Okay, what have you learnt about comfort footwear since working for the Comfort Co and Global Foot Care?
I am converted. So I always used to think it was more for older people, not stylish. And now I don't think I could ever go back to wearing normal shoes, you know? Yeah, every day I'm in one of my shoes from our brands. Absolutely love them. Yeah,
Okay,
converted.
great. All right, thank you, Jen.
Woo!
We've got our next guest. Why don't you introduce yourself and what you do at Global Foot Care?
My name's Nathan Kimbridge. I'm the General Manager of Digital.
Okay, great. And so you run all the websites at the company?
Yeah, I run the websites. I manage all the digital marketing efforts across social media, Google, Facebook, yep.
What is your favourite brand's website and why?
It's Comfort Co because of the diversity. It's probably going to eventually be our biggest and most profitable website, but it's the most exciting because we're creating a story from the ground up. So we're not focused on one brand, we're focused on building Comfort Co as a multi-brand store. It's just a lot more exciting.
Oh, great. What's your favourite footwear brand personally that we stock?
We focus too much on female footwear brands, so I can't really say I have a favourite because we don't do enough for the men.
So you would say our future path should be down more of the men's footwear.
Yeah, so it'd be nice to have a men's focused brand at some point.
What would you like to see out of it? What sort of shoes?
I mean, we don't need much as men, you know, we don't need a wardrobe full of shoes, so just something that's good for casual outings, you know, formal outings, and
Okay. In your experience growing the e-commerce business, what has been your favourite story? Either through staff or customers or...
It's hard when you put on the spot and have a favourite story, but it's usually just the interactions with some of the really hard to deal with or strange customers in general across the board would be the best stories. And the interactions that the staff have around dealing with those customers.
What is the most interesting thing about your role, if there is anything interesting?
The most interesting thing is there's just always so much to do, and like being in a business that is on a very big growth path and direction, being part of that growth is probably the most exciting part.
Okay, great. Thank you, Nathan. All right, everyone should recognise our next guest. What's your name?
My name's Jeff, and we started the company in 2008. It's been a really great journey and wonderful opportunity to work with my family. You might have met a few of the family, and I love every day of my job. It's not even a job. It's just it's a career. It's a passion.
It's a lifestyle.
Lifestyle.
What do you see in the future of footwear?
I just see that we are making shoes that look fantastic and are they're the perfect fit, the Cinderella fit every time. That's what I see. That's the future of footwear.
Do you see any new technologies coming in that is going to help the footwear industry?
I think more customisation of fit is going to come. So the ability to really make sure that we are fitting the foot in terms of the heel or the forefoot. There's a lot more customisation, personalisation opportunities. So, footwear's been mass produced for a long time, and I think a lot more personalisation in the look and all that's going to come.
How would you describe the culture of the company?
Very relaxed culture. It's a Gold Coast culture. It's not a corporate culture, and that's what I love. I love the fact that we can be casual. We're not sort of driven by being, highly disciplined. We can change quickly. We can listen and we can make changes, and I think that's one of the things that we should give ourselves credit for, is that we're not locked into a certain path. If someone says something to us and we think it's a good idea, then we'll change straight away. No, I love that, because I've come from big bureaucracies and corporates in past lives, and I can tell you the worst thing is going to a meeting to discuss a possibility of a change, and then you go to another meeting to discuss the minutes of that meeting, and by the time you've been to 4 meetings after 6 months, nothing's happened. Not like that in our company, I can tell you that.
No, we're definitely doers. All right, we have our next guest. So why don't you introduce yourself and what do you do at Global Foot Care?
Hi, I'm Natasha and I'm the e-commerce project manager.
So what does that mean? What do you do?
So I pretty much just manage all of our websites. So we have 7 brands right now. So we have around 21 websites. So for New Zealand, Singapore and Australia. And so I just manage all the content that goes on there and all the pages.
Huge job. I asked Nathan the same question. So what is your favourite brand's website and why?
I definitely love the Comfort Co because it involves all of the brands, so you get to experiment with everything on there and be so creative about it.
What is your most successful project you've completed?
Definitely the Comfort Co rebranding of the website. It's been great. It's just a whole new vibe to it. Definitely suits the brand more. And right now I've been working on the new shoe tech modules and I'm so excited because they look awesome. There's so many hover effects and I'm a nerd when it comes to websites, so I just love it. It just looks awesome.
That's great. And then last question. If we had a new person start at our company tomorrow, what piece of advice would you give them about success at our company?
Just ask heaps of questions. If you don't know something, don't be afraid to ask. We're all there to teach. We're all there to learn together. And it's just a fun community. Honestly, it's great.
That's great. Thank you so much, Tosh.
No problem.
All right, we have our next guest. She is all of 11 weeks old, Matilda Parnham. So tell us your favourite footwear brand and why, Matilda. It sounds like she's saying Mia Vita.
Yeah, I just bloody love Mia Vita. It's great.
All right. And how would you describe the culture of Global Foot Care, Matilda?
I don't really know yet.
Start in the warehouse and work up. That's all I can say. Oh, thank you, Matilda.
That's how she describes the culture.
All right, we have our next guest. So why don't you introduce yourself and what you do at our company?
Hi, I'm Rochelle. I'm the sales travelling rep for Queensland, and I've been with the company for 18 months.
Oh, great. So a newbie, sort of.
I still feel like I'm really new because there's so much things to learn. I'm always, learning as I go.
So our reps, you have to work with lots of different types of customers.
Yes.
What is your favourite type of customer to deal with and why?
My background is pharmacy, so I love going into pharmacies because as soon as I walk in, it feels like home. But in saying that, I've now started to get to know podiatry and shoe specialty stores, and I'm really loving that as well. It's just connecting with the people, which I love doing. So yeah.
All right, and you work remotely a lot.
Yes.
As a lot of people do. So how do you find, working with the different personalities at head office when you're on the road?
Oh, really easy. Yeah, I actually love. I love the fact that I'm getting lots of support, and when I'm unsure about things, and
If you could give some advice to anybody that is starting with us, what would it be?
Ask for lots of help when you're unsure, because it's very overwhelming. I haven't had shoes as a background, so if unsure, it's just mainly just ask for that advice. Yeah.
We're a very unique company in the amount of brands and the amount of different customer channels you have to deal with. So if you're going to learn about footwear, do it with Global Foot Care because you'll learn everything that you need.
Yes.
All right, thanks, Rochelle. All right.
Good evening.
Hello, George.
Good afternoon.
Please introduce yourself and what you do for our company.
I'm George, and I design footwear for Global Foot Care, and I do the engineering, the factory setups in China. Yeah.
Very technical job.
Yeah.
What's been your most favourite footwear project to date with us?
I think the Mia Vita has been the most favourite, but I love all the projects, but I think Mia Vita's I've got a fond attachment to it.
Yeah. And do you think what do you think is the future for the brand? Where are we going to go?
The sky's the limit, as they say. You know, like I think the range has sort of found its direction, and it looks amazing. Our summer range looks amazing. Our winter range is coming along really well.
And we were talking to Nathan before, and he was saying one of the flaws in our company is the lack of men's footwear. So are there any men's footwear coming?
There's a few surprises coming, in the next range.
Oh, he'll be happy to hear that.
Yeah, and all our comfort features will be included. So,
what is your favourite part of the job?
I like the building the range, the research of the direction, and the colour palette, the comfort aspect, the whole lot. Really.
I must say it's amazing seeing the work George does with the colour, like you said, the colour palettes, the product ranges, just seeing it. I mean, we're designing summer 25 now, so you're usually up to 18 months out from the season.
Yeah, at least 12 months.
At least 12 months.
Yeah.
So to see that whole process is just amazing. So and do you have any advice for Jeff in the growth of our company in the future?
That one's a tricky question. I think Jeff's a visionary, so he's always ticking over and calling me, George, what about that? Have you thought about that? Have you, so I think Jeff challenges me a lot to find the next best thing.
Jeff challenges all of us. Another great benefit of working at Global Foot Care. Thank you, George. We've got our next guest. Why don't you introduce yourself and what you do for the company?
I'm Travis. I'm the National Sales Manager and we look after all our beautiful customers and clients and accounts that make us a very successful company.
In 30 seconds or less, I know it's tough, tell us how you've solved a customer's problem recently.
My customers don't have problems, so there's no problem with that. We work pretty closely with everybody that we work with and we do things as a team. We've got a pretty good resource in the back end, so there's always not a lot of problems when it comes to our guys. So, yeah, I don't really have a lot of problems, but if we do, we try and work with them as best we can.
That's great. And what has been your most favourite experience with someone in the office?
Always you, Lance, and Jeff.
I know.
Everyone's the office is a great team. My favourite experience with someone in the office.
Is it packing orders before Christmas because we need to get them out? Unpacking a container?
I'll be honest with you, getting down and talking to the guys and have a look at product is always really important. I love doing that, and it's awesome. The guys at the show warehouse are always very accommodating, especially when I get down and go, hey guys, I want to have a look at this. And they're always great to help me out with that. And everyone in the office everyone in the warehouse downstairs are always really keen to, help. I like looking at product.
Yeah.
I think that's what we really like doing. We like to see the product and make sure everything looks great. So, it's really good to get out and hang out with those guys a bit. But everyone's, quite good.
I mean, my favourite part of working in Global Foot Care is definitely that we all jump in and help where we can.
Yeah.
So whether it's
Agreed.
unpacking a container or helping customer service process orders, at the end of the day, we're a product company. So as long as we're getting the product out, that's what I like.
Yeah, no, it's important that everyone does chip in, which is really, it's one thing that stands out a fair bit. I mean, sometimes we're on the road and we don't know what's going on, and we might roll up and it's already been done, which is disappointing. But anyway, no, everyone does chip in a lot.
Okay, great. We've got our next guest. So why don't you introduce yourself, what you do, and how you've contributed to this amazing day today?
My name's Dee, and I'm the new social media and email marketing manager. I kind of just was thrown in the deep end. I haven't done events before or community management like this, but it's really exciting. It was really nice to reach out and connect with people that love our brands, and it's just really amazing that everyone came together. We all just kind of pulled through last minute. Everyone was running around, literally just grabbing stuff, putting it in their cars, coming here, and it's amazing that we all just kind of work together as a team to make this happen today, and I think it's been an amazing event.
I think this event you pretty much did a lot of the work for this, Dee, and to say you've never done events before, you wouldn't be able to tell. We have some amazing imagery, and I mean, look at the backdrop.
I know, it's beautiful.
Can you tell me what your favourite brand is and why?
I'm going to have to say Mia Vita, because it's like our baby, kind of just seeing all of the samples come through, testing them, and wearing them out, getting asked where my footwear is from. And it's not even available because it's a sample at the time. I love the comfort. I'm a mum, so, have to be comfy. But I just think that seeing it from that little, kind of like the birth of the brand, to now seeing this super exciting and us growing now, it's got to be the favourite one.
And in your new role, how are you keeping up with footwear trends?
So basically, I'm watching our competitors very closely. And I'm also looking at not just our competitors, but also other areas of footwear, like younger brands, and see what they're doing, because I know that we are going to, these new brands, they're not just in our usual sort of age range. We are looking at a comfort for everyone. So I am ranging away from just our direct competitors and looking at those younger brands, seeing what they're doing, seeing how they're growing, and just kind of grabbing tips from them. And then also working with our team, because we have a lot of external people that also help us to steer us in the right direction.
And last question, how would you describe our company culture?
I would say that we are a bunch of very high-spirited, fun, go people, and we just make stuff happen, there's always this needs to be done, and we find a way to do it.
I totally agree with you. I love the fact that we're nimble and we change and we just get together and we get it done.
Yeah.
I think that's really awesome.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right. Thank you, Dee. Thank you, everyone, for watching our staff snippets from the Comfort Co.
Thank you for joining us on the Comfort Walk and Talk by the Comfort Co. If you like this episode and you got something out of it, we would love your support with a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Don't forget to subscribe on your favourite channels and never miss a step on your journey to comfort.
Please follow us for more insights and updates on the Comfort Co social media channels. Until the next episode, see you later.